Hello everyone, Eileen's given me a bit of a challenge, so I'm going to see if I can meet this challenge. This is going to be a video, this is going to be in a few stages, so it's a bit of a, it's not a too hard challenge, but it is a lot of steps involved in the challenge, and so I'm just going to go ahead and do it, and I don't know how long the video will be. It might be like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, part 7, part 8, I don't know. So anyway, we'll see. So first bit I'm going to do is just get my image from the stamp there and stamp it. And that's the easiest part. So there we go. It's my little image. I just think she wanted to see me do some colouring, copic colouring, but hey, I don't know. So there's that part, which is the easiest part. And we'll go on to the next. Put it there. Instead of paper piecing this time, I'm going to be material piecing, and as I say, I don't know whether this works. I've never actually tried this before, so we'll see. She gave me the challenge after seeing my fabric card video, and she was wondering whether I could instead of using the lace rosette flower thing I did, she was wondering whether I could do it and use an image instead of the rosette-y thing. So that's what I'm going to do, is see. As I say, I've never actually done this before, so it'll be interesting to see how it turns out. Because I don't know whether the material will just fray or whether the act of gluing it onto the paper and that will make any difference. We'll see. I'm all for giving things a go and trying things out for the first time, because you never know until you try, do you? Anyway, oops, let's just do this and this, put my little reading glasses on and have a go. It's not sharp enough, this might be there. Might just be that when I glue the material on, it will stop it from fraying. As I say, I won't know until I try, will I? Yeah, Material's fraying already. Okay, let's give it a go, folks. I'm just using some cheap PVA glue here, just to see what it goes like. I have no idea. Don't even know whether this will stick the material together. Might be better off using the matte medium, but I don't know, because as I say, I've never tried it before, so we'll see. You don't know until you try, do you? Anyway, just let that dry and see. So while I'm waiting for this to dry out properly, I'm going to get on and colour the face. I think that Ilene gave me this challenge so that she could see me colouring in. She's dead interested to know what I do with my copic colouring. So my advice to you is, if you're going to splash out and buy copic pens, go for the E colours, because you get a lot of different colours with the E's. You know, if you're going to splash out and buy, concentrate on the E's, and you'll get more bang for your buck that way. Unless you're going to do colour in complete pictures, and that way you need greens and blues, etc, etc. If you're just looking for the basic colour in your person type thing, just go for the E's. And what I do is I've got my colour chart of skin tones that I want to use, and I'm going to go for this one today, which is E51, E11 and E33. Those are the colours I'm going to do for the skin tones. So yeah, usually when I'm doing this I'm quite quiet, so I apologise, and I'm just going to remind myself which is the lightest and darkest colours here. So I'm just going to do that. That's 51, 11, yeah, and the darkest will be 33. So yeah, I am not Copic certified or anything, so this is just what I do with little areas like the arms. I just go the light colour and then I go the dark. It's such a little area that there's not much to colour in, so just going to go around putting the shading there. And I don't care, because I'm paper piecing, I don't have to be careful of how I put the colour down, you know, of going out in and out of the lines there at all. So yeah, basically what I'm going to do is start on my darkest, and just going to go around the outside here, my darkest colour. I'm going to, because she's looking straight on, I'm not going to have shade coming in from any side or anything. I'm just going to colour her in like this. She looks to me like a little bit of a tomboy and an outdoorsy sort of girl. That's why I'm going for a slightly darker colouring on her face. I think she's a bit of a tomboy. Just going to flick in with the darker colour as well around the hairline there. I'm making this a simple coloured one. I'm not even going to bother trying to do round her eyes and that. I might come back in later and fill them in. And put colour around her eyes. I just haven't decided yet. I'll decide that a little bit later. So this is just a very rough sketching in at the moment. I'm just blending with the lightest colour. It's a very rough sketch, and that's so far. I just let that set for a minute before I go back onto her hair. So for her hair I'm going to use 49, 47 and 43. So this time I'm working light to dark. Just going to flick the colours in. Sorry if I'm quiet. Don't normally have company when I'm colouring in. Hope you can see it and my hand's not too much in the way. I did try to pulled out my older computer to see whether I could get in closer for you to see what I'm doing, but not sure how well this is going to work because it's quite an old computer now, and it's probably noisier than my other one because I've had it out for ages and ages and ages. Wasn't even sure whether it would fire up again. It's that old now. But yeah, just going to see if that works. Because I think I could get in closer with the older one than I can with my newer computer. I say newer computer, that's several years old now as well, so so anyway, that's how that looks so far. I can hear the processor whirring away like mad there. So I'm working again light to dark on this one. And I'm not worried about going out the lines at the top because she's going to be a cut out image, so not too worried about that at all. Have to take much more care if it wasn't going to be a cut out image. What I'm going to do is now try and flick some dark colour through. I'll just show you what it's like now. What I'm going to do is try and flick some darker colours through her hair there, and it might be a bit difficult because the boat is rocking and rolling a little bit now, so I think the storm's coming in again. I think we're going to get some more rain today. When the boat starts rocking and rolling too much, it actually becomes harder for me to do the images. So there, I'm just looking at the eyes now, and the eyes are looking a bit dark, and I don't like the chin area there, so I'm just going to have a go and blend in the chin area a little bit more. I don't like how that came out, so I'm just going to go over this a little bit here. Just going to put a little bit of pink on her cheeks too. Give her a little pinky cheeky look. So I'm using their E93. Just give a bit of pink, because she's a little bit of an outdoorsy girl, you know. That's why I've given her a slightly darker skin tone than that there. I'll leave those out for later. Yeah, just going through the eyes. I've got to make sure I pick up my white one this time. Oh yeah, white lid, white pen. I'm just going to go through the highlight on her eye there. On her eye there. Just going to give it a couple of little... and that's what she looks like there. So we'll leave that for a minute to dry a little bit more, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, so I've cut out the image now, and I've just gone around the edges with a Memento ink pen. The reason why you don't go around the edges in Copic pens is of course because they bleed onto the image, so you've got to go around with the ink pens rather than the alcohol ink pens. So that's what I find. And now I'm just going to do a little shoe. So I'm going to do this very, very simply. I'm just going to use two colours, and I'm going to use W3 and W5, which is a warm grey. So I'm just going to go over here like this. I'm not going to make it complicated. It's just going to be a very simple image, simply coloured. Just going to do the bit of shadow there where it would be under her trousers, and just blending out then with the W3. So that was that. So there's the image there. Right. Okay, and what I'm going to do next is cut out the fabric clothes, and keep your fingers crossed that it works. Yeah, the rain's coming down now. Don't know whether you can see that. That's her little trousers and her little t-shirt there. I might have to try to go over the lines on the image yet. I'm just unsure whether I will or not at the moment. Just working on this. Yeah. Oh, that's so cute! So that's what it's going to look like. She's wearing real clothes. Very funny. Yeah. So I'm wondering whether to use a bit of a stronger glue. I'm hoping if I use the stronger glue here that it won't affect the colouring, but we'll see. As I say, it's all a learning process, isn't it? So we'll use that. Spread it out with me. And then see how it goes. So there she is there, that's the image finished, hopefully, and I'll just put her to one side to dry. Right, so I've just made a little rosette thing there, and it's just drying on the block. I don't know whether I'm using it yet, so I didn't bother to show you how to make it. I'm sure there's like 1,000,001 videos on YouTube on how to do the rosette thing. But I tell you what, it's so fiddly I wouldn't bother again. Right. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'll just show you the little girl again. I've done what I've done also as well is just gone over a couple of the lines with my memento pen, ink pen, and then just added a little red heart. There was a little heart on her little jeans strap there, so I put a little red heart on there and put some sparkle on it, and that's drying there now. So what I'm going to do is I've just pulled out this bit of bit of lace and a bit of material, and I'm just going to add it to the card base, which is I bought these a little while ago, and they were 50, and they were £5 I think they were, for 50 cards and envelopes. So I just bought them as is. They're not that good quality, they're quite thin, but you know, they'll make a good enough card to send, or they're good to practice on. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add some lace and the material to this. Using this tacky glue. Stinks, so it must be really strong. Just going to pop that down there. I've just made it a little bit longer so that I can trim off the ends after. Put that down there, and I'm going to lay the material over the top here. And then what I'll do is leave it to dry and come back once it's all dry. Just trying to centre it up, top and bottom, as much as I can. This square of material is 5 inches by 5 inches, and it just peeks over the side of the card, but I'm not going to trim it off because I don't have pinking shears or anything, so so with this square it is what it is. It's one of my favourite sayings, by the way, it is what it is. So just leave that one to dry, and then I'll come back again. So as with everything in crafting, you try something out, it doesn't work, so you change your mind, and then you come up with another solution. But I thought I did the rosette a bit smaller, the paper rosette thing a bit smaller, but I thought, no, that isn't what Ilene challenged me to do. I don't think. I think she meant to keep it as a lacy rosette thing. So I've got one here, and I'm just going to attach it to the card like so. And then I'm going to attach my cute little girl to here as well. I'm hoping that she'll stick okay. Just pop her in there. And then I'm just going to trim up the lace, and then I'll call that done. The glue didn't quite dry out clear, so I might pop some more lace over the top of that just to hide where the bit of glue was, but I think I succeeded in my challenge. Ilene, what do you think? That was my fabric card with a cute little girly image on the front there, in her little fabric denims. Thanks for watching. Bye.